You're listening to this episode on Spotify, Apple Podcasts, or YouTube. Hit that subscribe button and leave us a comment. It would greatly benefit the show. Welcome back to Movie Bears with the Farx brothers. I'm Kirk.
I'm drinking the claw, drinking the claw.
I'm drinking the claw. I'm Nick, and I'm drinking the claw.
I'm Ben. I got a grain belt.
You can't, no free ads.
Yeah, no free ads.
I mean, we are in Upper Midwest.
You can bill them later.
Like that's not so much an advertisement as it is a statement of fact. Like, I did not purchase this. It was what was available.
It is actually a beer that was procured while I was in line to purchase water at a public place. Could I have just used one of the containers I had? Yes. But I purchased a stainless steel. It was $6, so it was pretty cheap for buying a bottle of something, I thought. And I get to keep this bottle, and it was for the kids, and the young Farxlings, were into it, and they still use it and bang it around, and I'm excited about that. But I bought that grain belt, as Ben has pointed out, and didn't drink it, and put it in the cooler, and now here it is today.
Well, just to throw it back to the first episode of Movie Bears with the Farx brothers, where you guys talked about Jurassic World 7 when it wasn't given a title.
Jurassic Park 7.
Jurassic Park 7. You guys
Jurassic Park 7, Jurassic World 4.
Yeah.
Manchester United 0.
And Jurassic City, which was the thought that it was going to be named. But this was the review you guys were, with the points of
Bate
that you guys are going under. Jurassic Park lore, the antagonist, how were the dinosaurs used, does it work on its own, and the action and suspense.
I would like to start out with a very important question. The primary big heavy dinosaur at the end of the movie in the film is called the big heavy mutant dinosaur in the film is called the D-Rex.
Yeah.
Now, I did not look up what the D stands for.
Distortus.
It's
Distortus.
That is not said in the film. I'm going to regard it as non-canon.
Really?
Wait, how did you get Distortus?
I read it somewhere.
It's on
it
the,
is not in the film, so I'm going to regard it as non-canon.
Yeah, I suppose you're right.
Advertising.
Means Dick Rex.
So, what do you think the D really stands for?
Dick.
I mean, I know what it
might be
stands for.
Delicious.
Delicious Rex.
Perhaps they were breeding it to see if they could make Tyrannosaurus steak out of it.
Why would you make the cranium like that then?
They didn't. I don't know. It just comes out that way.
Maybe they messed up and ended up creating something that looked like the xenomorph.
I really wanted more. Yes, it did look like an alien xenomorph. I wanted more mutant
dinosaurs. The D is
dinosaurs.
for daddy.
So,
you wanted more
wait, hold on.
mutants.
We are in the how were the dinosaurs used? You wanted more?
Well, they showed us a two-headed dinosaur, and we never saw a two-headed dinosaur running around.
Of course not. They're not going to show that.
Wait, what?
They showed it in the tube. There was a two-headed
dinosaur. Stasis. Yeah.
And then they didn't have a, what do you call the thing from Harry Potter that's got the three heads? That's a dog.
The Cerberus dog?
Sure, yeah. I wanted one of those running around, but it's a dinosaur. And not to look like Harry Potter graphics. Although I pointed out in Jurassic Park 5, World 2, Fallen Kingdom, the fake mansion looks like Hogwarts. It's like,
oh, sure.
This is 2000s graphics in a 2020 movie or 2018.
Well, I thought are you talking about exterior shots?
Yeah.
That looked like a real fucking place to me.
It's not real.
It's
clearly CGI. The problem is I know too much of what is CGI and what is not.
I'm pretty good about telling CGI from that looked like a real location to me. Maybe the background and the expanse around it was like a digital matte painting.
Yeah.
But the fucking place looked real.
Yeah. Anyway, getting back to the mutant dinosaur thing, I have always, ever since the first Jurassic World, and maybe it's because it's tainted by the first Jurassic World being such a fucking piece of shit film. But I've always kind of...
Colin, come on the show.
I've always kind of rejected the premise of it because, the whole, central concept of Jurassic Park, what if we brought back dinosaurs as opposed to, what if we created some new freaky thing that we made up? And the whole justifying premise of it is that people just aren't going to Jurassic Park anymore because the novelty of seeing a dinosaur is worn off. And I'm like, I don't think that would happen.
Yeah, it's a dinosaur.
People still go to zoos to see lions.
Yeah.
It's not like, lions have been around for a while now. I'm sick of seeing them. You know,
it's only because
people still go on safari.
it's the animals that aren't domesticated. Like you wouldn't go to a zoo to see a fucking dog lick its own nuts.
Yeah.
Oh, look at that! The dog now is licking its own penis. Like
But
you wouldn't.
your scientists created some freak thing that doesn't exist. Okay, that's not really as cool as a dinosaur, though.
Counterbait to all of that is that since I know all the dinosaurs are fake CGI things and they don't use, Jim Henson puppets enough, show me fake shit. Show me shit I've never seen. I've seen 5 sequels of dinosaur bullshit now. Show me something new.
What what?
Also, the
A 2-headed dinosaur.
also
did. It
since this
just wasn't
episode is
walking
my opportunity to raise this grievance, they created the I-Rex to be in the first Jurassic World to be a park attraction.
Oh, a Dominus?
But they gave it the ability to turn invisible.
Yeah, what?
Which seems self-defeating to me. Like, thanks for paying thousands of dollars to travel to this island off the coast of Costa Rica. We'd love to show you this new dinosaur, but it's turned invisible. It doesn't want you to see it right now. Whoops.
That's the
Oh,
shitty-
well, we've got your
Technically,
money
you
already.
save a lot of money.
That's
by
fucking
saying it's in
Trevorrow
there,
and Derek Connolly fucking screenwriting for you.
Counterbait is that because it was cross mutated with a chameleon, that maybe it's an unintended consequence of the cloning process.
Well, why
And
would
they got
that
more
fall
into-
I think that's not. They explicitly say that it was like.
This is a feature,
something
not
they-
a bug of the dinosaur
Why,
Yes.
made.
why would they cross DNA, whatever the fuck, with a chameleon then?
I suppose if I am editing his screenplay for him, I would say, oh, well, actually, it was meant for military purposes or something. But if I recall, and I am never going to see the first Jurassic World again to verify,
I've watched it
I
again.
don't think
I own it.
I don't think they say that's the case.
I'm saying more that it's magic logic of in good movies with magic, using the magic costs the characters something. So to make a new dinosaur, there were unintended consequences, which is like it can go invisible, even though we made a bigger T-Rex to be like, ooh, cool
The
T-Rex.
only thing missing there is that there would have been a need for that to make sense. It would have been like, oh, we need the chameleon DNA for something else, and that's why we need to use it. And we're going to suffer this consequence of it being able to turn invisible. As a result, we needed this other thing. They never said why the fuck did they use chameleon
I
DNA?
thought they did in the books say that they had to graft onto the
who's
the
reading
blood
the
from
books?
the.
Well, but no, like I know, like they used frog DNA.
Yeah, that makes
in
sense.
in the original, but but that doesn't mean like that's frog DNA. You need to say if you're using chameleon DNA now, you need to fucking say why. Well, they didn't say why they used. I think they might have said why they used frog DNA in the first one. I'm thinking of the movie too, and I'm not even thinking of the book.
It's stupid because it's CGI and they just wanted to do a cool CGI thing. It's like in the Marvel movies when they have like suits that can just magic, it's around me now.
It's the Legendary
CGI.
Pictures
Yeah,
effect,
but
which
you
I
can
just
say that about
realized
anything, though.
Legendary
That's not a
Pictures was
good
not on
argument
this one.
to have. That's not a good argument. Like, they're doing this because of X. It just makes sense because of
Sure,
X.
let's go into the Legendary Pictures slam that
All right.
Brother Nick wants
Well,
to
I
make.
just realized that we didn't see Legendary Pictures was not on this one.
I don't think so. I like
Yeah.
Legendary Pictures because they do the Godzilla movies and they did the Nolan Batmans.
Sure, but like I feel like they were probably a big reason behind having to force all of the weird mutant shit. Although here we go though. That's contradictory because
You're gonna self-bait?
yeah, because like they have another mutant here and Legendary Pictures isn't on it. So it's like, but so who's the culprit? Is it Kathleen Kennedy? I'm not going to be like one of those chuds or like fucking incels.
Is she
who
on this? Why was she?
She's always on them.
Lucasfilm, no. She
She's
just
always
goes
on
back to Frank Marshall and
Frank Marshall.
her and all
She's
our
and
PTA.
she's kind of always tied with Frank Marshall.
I
like,
don't think I'm not gonna
watch fucking
castigate.
Poltergeist from 1982 and it's Kathleen Kennedy and Frank
Good for
Marshall.
her.
No, I'm just saying.
As someone in the community put it to me, no, not me, but in a conversation I was eavesdropping on, which we talked about. She's a unique person in the world of universes.
Sure.
Who has one unto herself, like this one.
Yeah,
Yeah.
but she's more Star Wars than anything.
Yeah.
isn't she? Yeah.
She's talked about more in terms of Star Wars and.
But-
do we feel the woman character was well served, or I think I said during the
Scarlett
materials.
Johansson?
Yeah, I thought she was saying she was single to
She never said she was
Mahershala.
single.
She was
I don't
talking about
remember
her coworker dying. It seemed like she was talking about her romantic partner dying when
No.
Mahershala Ali
I
No,
consoled
because-
her on the
It didn't
ship.
strike me that
No,
way.
because he says don't waste time doing something that's not important. You should. I think he was applying for her to find people or find. I don't know. I don't want to say like find a husband, but find a romantic interest. Find something more than just the work. You have to find.
In favor of the movie, she prioritizes the correct choice over the money by going, we need to save those people before we go get the dinosaur
Yeah,
DNA we know.
But
we
I mean,
need.
I have an argument against that because technically she doesn't have a choice. Because I mean, sure she can sell it to anybody who's gonna take it, but I don't understand why suddenly she wants to. Like, why would she want to make the quote unquote right choice and give it to everybody so they can make this cure for?
Because you
people
don't
with
want to
heart
waste
conditions?
time on things that don't matter. Like, if she's just doing it for the money, never do it for the money. Don't take the money.
Yeah,
Well,
but-
that's where like where the problem I have with a lot of screenplays is that they try to have an arc. They try to establish like here's A, and then they try to establish here's Z. And in this case, it's the Z is like, oh yeah, we're gonna make this drug available to everyone, whatever, and that's Z. But they don't build the bridge between them, and so you just have a moment early on where they're A, and then you have a moment later on where they're Z, and you don't really chart how they get there.
Isn't
You
the
don't-
middle where she almost dies several times and saves other people who almost die several times?
But that's
And
her
then-
And
But
it's
job.
that is irrelevant.
Why go?
That's
no,
her
wh-
job. That's what she's
But
there
if
to
it's
do.
just your job, then that means you're doing it for the money. And she
Yeah.
ends up not doing it for the money. She does it for humanity.
Which is exactly why it doesn't make sense to
Yeah,
go
why-
from A to
Well,
Z because they didn't build the bridge.
Well, no, I would. Okay, go ahead.
You kind of need some serious depth to go from being a mercenary, which is like probably the like most amoral like profession that
She
you
knows
can
someone
have.
at Blackwater.
You know, it's
But I would
it's
work for
like,
Blackwater in a
like,
second.
Like
Palantir,
it's like
give me a
where
call.
it's like if you gave a shit, you wouldn't have this job.
Yes and no. The world is the way the world is,
I mean,
and you might need a
you're
job
not
too.
you're not necessarily a robot though. So like I'm certainly not opposed to such that an arc existing. But one thing at the end is I thought Mahershala Ali's character dying, and I don't remember any of these characters' names.
It's like the materialist pot all over
Duncan, Zora.
Oh,
she
yeah,
was
Duncan.
Zora.
Yeah, I remember
Duncan
the names.
Ename.
Duncan, yeah.
And
Duncan something.
Captain.
again. Duncan Kincaid. His name was awesome. I will.
Yeah.
I like when I
Yeah.
thought he died. I wanted to like go on social media while I was in the movie and be like, I will always remember.
I was
the
reading
name
today
Duncan
like
Kincaid.
they
Like,
killed
I
him
thought-
originally.
Yeah, and because I thought like I feel like that was rewritten because they're like, we
'Cause, like,
he's
they're
got
not
2
making Blade,
Oscars.
so-
Let's bring him back for the next
That's
one.
exactly what it was. Like the character
whereas
died.
like it'd be a bad look to have the black guy die to motivate the white woman to do the right thing. But
Well, that was the thing that I was going to argue earlier in terms of what I thought the movie did confidently is have a 5-minute scene where Blade and Black Widow talk to each other and they just talk to each other about like stuff. And I was being sexist and thought she was talking about her partner, but she was talking about her coworker from the mercenarying. And, they like got to something there that in a Jurassic movie, that was like a serious dramatic scene between 2 great actors who were burning up a summer movie. There's nothing like that in F1. Suck it, Kirk.
Yeah, there is. And F1, we're not going to debate F1 here because
I'm
if
just
you want to
saying,
do an episode,
I think
I'm
there's
gonna
more
save
substance
for
to
F1.
Jurassic Rebirth than there is to F1, even though I would argue more
There
people need to
is
go out
not
and
more
people need to
substance.
go out and see F1 in Limax while it is available. Whereas Jurassic World 7 or Jurassic World 4 or Jurassic 7.
I would argue that there's too much one-on-one talk in F1 than there is in Rebirth.
Too much F and one-on-one.
Yeah.
more to the point, I feel like the themes in Jurassic World Rebirth are not really new to the series.
No.
Because like InGen was always the shady corporation, and like there was always the tension between doing the thing an ethical scientist would do, or doing the profitable thing for InGen. In this case, it's a pharmaceutical company instead. So ultimately, I think that ties into what I think both this movie's strengths and weaknesses are, which is that it is like exactly what you would expect a Jurassic Park movie to be. Not the worst thing in the world, but they're also not reinventing the wheel. It's like plot-wise, it's kind of a lot like Jurassic Park 2 and Jurassic Park 3. There are a couple of scenes that really hark back to the first one. I'm thinking particularly of the one in the convenience store, which
or the
is,
valley with the brontosauruses or diplodocus.
Yeah.
the valley with the gigantosaurs, which is a lot like the scene with the brachiosaurs in the first film, where it first goes into John Williams's big theme. And then the scene and then the scene and then again the scene in the convenience store, which is a lot like the scene with the velociraptors in the kitchen. But in general, I think it does a better job at calling back to previous Jurassic Park films than, I'm gonna fucking shit on Jurassic World again.
Yeah.
But it does a way better job of it than that movie does, because it's less intrusive in the way it does it.
The banner coming down is something they do at the end of Jurassic Park and the end of Jurassic World. I like that they did it in the beginning of this movie to go, no, this is something different. You remember how that movie closed? Now we're moving on. This would be a better 2 or 3. And ultimately, that's probably the nicest thing you could say about this movie.
I think this is a good alternate Jurassic. I mean, it has a lot in common with Jurassic Park 3. I would say I'd say it's better than Jurassic Park 3. I think because of the direction. I think the direction is better than Jurassic Park 3.
I saw it for my birthday when I was a child.
Yeah.
And Spider-Man flew between the Twin Towers and stopped a helicopter.
Sure. Yeah.
Jurassic Park 3.
No, I like Jurassic Park. For a while, I liked Jurassic Park 3 more than Lost World, and eventually, once I grasped what Jurassic World was like, Lost World was about, I'm like, oh, that's a solid follow up. I get why are they going to this island? Why are these other people here? Once I finally understood it, and it took me years to
I wish
understand
Vince
what Lost
Vaughn would have
World
been more Vince Vaughn in that movie.
He hadn't yet established his
Baby,
thing.
come on! I know you're my daughter. It doesn't make any sense how this works, but I'm just being a great dad, you know?
Yeah.
Hey.
Were you guys annoyed that there was another island that were making dinosaurs?
Well, it's getting a little bit old. How many
Yeah.
fucking islands do you
Yeah, right?
have?
A third island? Another island that
Well,
was
how many
making
Jeffrey
dinosaurs?
Epstein islands do you think there are?
Wow, alright.
If there's more than one of those,
We're talking
then
about dinosaurs here.
I'm just saying.
I mean, I think it was a little far-fetched when
Just
there
talking
was
about Flash.
two.
What?
I think it was a far-fetched when there was 2 islands that were making dinosaurs. Now there's a third island that
I think of
makes
it like data
experimental-
centers. You don't just have one data center. You have a disaster recovery.
Yeah, but this felt like a small-ish operation.
This was the island of Dr. Moreau for
but
Jurassic.
I don't like that
It's
there's
new, but
another
different.
island that we have to go to, and we were making dinosaurs here too.
They've
Stop.
got the island for where the park is supposed to be.
Mhm.
They've got the backup island, test island or whatever,
Site B, yeah.
Site B, and then I guess they got the third island for all the freaks.
Yeah, it's like the Freak Island. Isla Sorna was here's where we,
Freak Off Island?
No, Isla Sorna was 2 and 3. That's where
Yeah,
they
that's
were in 2
Site
and
B.
3.
Wait,
and then-
was Isla Sorna the main one and Isla Nublar
No,
Site
Nubar
B?
is the main
Nublar
one.
was
Nubar's
1 and
the
4.
main one.
Like the
Nubar's
orig-
the main one.
The original part.
And it's
Yeah.
5 because
New
Nublar's
has
has the
right.
volcano. And
Yeah.
that's what I like about
Inactive
5 is
volcano.
they end it.
Yeah, then
Like,
we
you
can
can't
not
be on
go back.
Nublar
We're not
anymore.
going back to Nublar anymore. We're just going to come up with a new island.
Yeah.
But the way they end Nublar is sweet.
Well, that was. And
Sure.
the Brachiosaurus is fucking getting burned up.
I cared about that Brachiosaurus.
Yeah. No,
If
no,
that
know that
Brachiosaurus would never
Brachiosaurus.
exist, it would be a Diplodocus.
yeah.
They put the wrong head on the wrong, what do you call them? Sauropods?
Another callback to Jurassic Park 3, the presence of Spinosauruses.
Yeah.
Although in this movie, they behave differently than
Yeah,
Jurassic
and they're
Park
different size.
3 Spinosauruses, because we have in the intervening 20 years or so learned more about what the Spinosaurus actually did and how it hunted.
It was a water creature like a crocodile,
Yeah,
and the spine helped it like a rudder.
yeah.
I don't get why would 2 different species help each other hunt.
Zeus and Roxanne. Have you ever seen that movie?
No.
A
they
small
humans?
terrier falls in love with a dolphin. It's a metaphor for love.
Yeah, these are dinosaurs who eat. They're both carnivores. Why would you help someone
Well,
else
let me-
eat
let me-
your food?
I mean, these similar things do happen in nature,
Uh-huh.
and in
Nature's metal.
when interacting with humans as well. There's off the coast of Brazil. There's a pod of dolphins that cooperates with the local fishermen and has done so for generations. So, like, the dolphin parents teach their children, who teach their children. They drive the fish closer to the shore so the fishermen can cast their nets, and then they eat the ones that they eat the fish that fall through the nets, which are easier to get at.
But that's
So
enough
it
for
is
the dolphins.
so it's a mutualist relationship between the fishermen and the dolphins.
But we're talking about a giant dinosaur that has to eat a lot of food in order to survive.
Well, they maybe figured out it's like a navy of dinosaurs that have had to fight to, like, these are the strongest ones that have survived most of the dinosaurs dying off from
yeah, because
diseases.
they're not in the equator.
So
the weather.
you've got like a big one and then like more tactical ones, and that made sense to me and was cool. And nature's metal.
Yeah, it's
it hurt
cool,
the protagonists
but
on their
I
journey, so it was
just
good.
didn't understand why like 5 of them would help one. I forget the dinosaur's name.
Can I pitch you on Star-Lord teaching velociraptors to fetch?
Yeah, it was stupid. Yeah.
I liked it. It's for kids.
Well, how was the antagonist in this movie? Did you guys feel like it was a better use of it? I mean, it's just a corporate guy who wants money.
I like that he was less.
It's the asshole character from Aliens.
Yeah. I like that he was less cartoony than
5.
Vincent D'Onofrio in 4.
Vincent D'Onofrio.
He was
Kingpin.
D'Onofrio. He was always just like strutting around like like that.
You're
like,
doing his Men in Black impression.
Well, no,
When he was a
no. I'm doing his Jurassic World impression where he's
Yeah.
like swinging his gut around, like we're gonna make these into war machines. Like it was so over the top because that's Colin Trevorrow for you.
People love him as Kingpin, just so that you know something that
He
you do
isn't
not care about.
Kingpin in the Jurassic World movies.
Yeah, no,
I know.
Yeah.
I can't. Everyone is always their superhero.
He
Their
introduced
comic-
He's great.
himself to the world by killing Arlie Ermy.
in the
Yeah.
Men in Black movie.
No, Full Metal Jacket,
Oh, that's
and
right.
then killing
Oh,
himself.
yeah. I haven't seen
I
that.
haven't watched Full Metal Jacket.
And then
in
I guess like the
decades.
guy in Fallen Kingdom, he was a little less cartoon. He was about on par with this guy.
It helped me
like
tell the two whites apart. In this
you knew
movie.
he was gonna.
But it's
yeah.
like it's like the moment you see him, you know that he is going to be like the bad guy of the movie.
Yeah, it's very obvious. That's the thing about like okay, so like think about Jurassic Park. Jurassic Park didn't have a human villain, and
Yeah.
I give
Oh,
movies
what
credit.
about
Newman.
Yeah, Newman isn't
Well,
he?
no, but like
technically
the
villain?
big bad at the end though. Like there's someone
Yeah.
who does something, but like you don't have a big bad. You don't have a final boss who's a human.
Because the whole point of it is even when there isn't somebody who's like being actively malicious and intending to ruin the whole park.
Yeah.
Like because even Newman, he's just he's just got like a pay dispute basically.
Yeah.
And
For children that don't watch Seinfeld, that's not the name of the character, but the actor played Newman famously.
I don't know his
on
real name.
Seinfeld. Yeah.
Wayne Knight.
Wayne
is
Knight,
the
yeah.
actor. Nedry is the character.
Nedry, yeah, that's right. And then his partner in that scene is the bad guy in 6.
You didn't say the magic word.
Dodge. Yeah. Well, Dodgson.
What?
Well, it's not his partner. It's not his partner. Dodgson is from running the rival company, and they're paying Nedry to steal the embryos to
Yeah,
like steal
samples.
the research or whatever.
But like the point of it is that like things that you couldn't necessarily predict will can go wrong. It's chaos, particularly when you're dealing with living things.
Helped to have a chaos statistician that breaks his leg.
So then, like Lost World, kind of had a villain, like it was Hammond's nephew, little
Yeah,
fucking short shit who gets eaten at the end in the cargo hold or whatever.
Yeah.
Who was also coincidentally in Full Metal Jacket.
Wow.
alongside Vincent D'Onofrio.
Full Metal
But-
Jacket guys.
Yeah. But then look at Jurassic Park 3. There's no human villain in Jurassic Park 3. I have to give props to Jurassic Park 3 for not having a human villain.
Technically, isn't it the couple who lied to get Alan Grant on the island? Could they be?
They're not the villain. Like, they
antagonists?
don't get beat.
William H.
They don't have to get
Mumford?
beat at the end. They're all
Yeah.
together at the end. Like,
Sure, fighting off the Spinosaurus.
I mean, because in that regard, John Hammond would be the villain of the first movie for luring them on to go, like, hey, check out, hey, come endorse
Yeah.
the
He
island.
is kind of a villain.
He is villain in the first one, I'd
in,
say.
in a certain way, but
Yeah.
like not the type of villain I'm talking about, though. Like,
Alien 1 doesn't have a human villain,
Yeah.
but Aliens has a human villain. And many of the Alien movies have
yeah.
human or robot villains.
I've thought of it.
The first Alien doesn't have a human villain that we see.
Oh,
well,
sure.
yeah, it's the evil corporation that sent
Yeah.
them out there, knowing what possibly.
And Ash is kind of the face of the faceless corporation.
Semi-human
robot.
villain.
But
I give
Humanoid
props to
villain.
movies where they can find conflict without having to embody it in a human villain. Like, I mean, not saying you can never have a human villain. Like, that would be ridiculous to say that. But like,
Mark.
huh?
What?
It's just a friend of mine told me
Mark?
he's got a new villain in his life. His name is Mark, so
Oh.
I'm throwing a random Mark under the
Okay.
bus. I don't have any friends named Mark.
This
so.
is weird, but I think about the American Pie franchise, and one
Alright.
of the big distinctions between when they did, you had the first 3 theatrical movies, and then they went into these spin-offs straight to video, right? Before they did like the
Reunion, the Lego sequel.
the theatrical sequel, theatrical 4th movie, and then they did another straight to video after that. But like those 4 straight to video ones in the middle always had a human villain, whereas the first 3 did not. The villain was like, oh, I'm gonna come too soon. That was the villain in American Pie. Is I'm gonna blow my load too early.
What do you think about Bob Villain's performance in Glasgow?
who?
Yeah, who
Never
the hell
mind.
is Bob Villain?
He's clearly got a parody name of Bob Dylan.
Yeah,
Oh,
I
but
got
Bazooka's
that, but
Bob Villain.
who is Bob Villain? Yeah.
He's a singer.
I don't think you said anything that was incorrect.
He said it into your can. That is sponsored by Greenbelt. Those comments endorsed and sponsored.
But like the weaker writing of those straight to video ones was like, oh, we can't figure out a way to have conflict without having like a cliche like
Human villain.
human villain, and that's kind of what the Jurassic Park sequels have done since
Was have human villains.
since the 4th, starting with the 4th one and going on.
Yeah.
I think they, if they were going to have this character, I think they treated the character, they at least didn't make him over the top. He's not like twirling his mustache the whole time.
These
But-
movies were less
Yeah, it's
cynical in how they treat human life, because otherwise you would have killed the young boy in the B plot who was pissing with the velociraptors.
Oh, the boyfriend, the shitty boyfriend. Yeah.
the
stoner.
pothead.
Yeah.
Sorry, Ben.
the one who's not a bad guy. He's just a lazy stoner, which is not the worst thing in the world to be.
And I'm glad he made it.
Monster movies have punished characters for less. Like, I'm gonna shit on the first Jurassic World again.
All right.
Like the lady who gets eaten by the mosasaur.
Yeah.
What
The-
did she do to deserve
Yeah,
that
the
treatment?
assistant,
Well, that's
yeah.
what I was saying.
It's
is
like
that
they shoot that scene as if it's like, aren't we glad to see her get eaten?
or Scooter
Yeah.
guy get eaten Dominion.
Oh man, here's the thing. Colin Trevorrow, he has a problem with women. He does. He does.
Go on.
He can't please a woman with his penis. I know
No.
this for a fact.
Have you
Pretending to be a
watched
woman like Bugs
his
Bunny.
film before Safety Not Guaranteed? His fucking shot on video piece of shit fucking.
That movie wasn't good. Safety not guaranteed.
Well, I don't know about Safety
I
Guaranteed.
have a Zack Snyder James Gunn. So
I'm talking
I need
about
you
the
to-
movie he made. It's shot on videos from like 2009. It's awful. The plot is that a guy gets revenge on his girlfriend by vowing to fuck her mom.
Whoa, all right.
He has a problem with women.
Okay.
And I'm not trying to be like
the first
ultra
Jurassic
sen-
World's sexual politics are certainly retrograde.
I'm gonna try to bounce out of the sexist stuff.
Like, go watch it and tell me what you think.
Well, I'm
He's
gonna
got
go
a problem.
broader. I'm gonna say the World series versus the Parks series. I'll go further after. The callousness towards human life in the World series is more than it is in this movie and the originals. Like, you are not meant to ever laugh at someone being eaten, kind of like you're saying in World you are. And I brought up an example from Dominion. But this movie cared about human life, and the Zack Snyder to gun thing would be like in Man of Steel, Superman just like goes through a bunch of buildings and like people would have died and all that shit. And in a Guardians of the Galaxy or like James Gunn type movie, you care about every character and individual.
Yeah, but they never fight in a city though. That's the other thing.
Well, and we're gonna see his Superman soon, and we might clearly buildings are gonna topple, and the way it was done in Man of Steel at the time was commented on as this shows a certain callousness to human life, and as we've given examples of in World and World Dominion, there is a callousness to human life that is played for laughs, which it does not in the spirit of Jurassic Park 1993.
Yeah, to the point where you could say the family on the sailboat, like their entire purpose is just to have their lives threatened. Like they don't
So
really
I care.
Yeah, they don't really contribute anything else, but it's like it's
Well, the young girl takes care of Dolores. I remember the name of the Triceratops, Dolores, but I don't remember.
It's an Aqualops, I think.
What?
I think
it's technically Aqualops. I wrote down.
Thank you. I did not do research and appreciate
but I would
you
have
guys
thought it
correcting
was
me
a
on
fucking
this.
Triceratops too if I hadn't read that.
Is it a Triceratops or a Protoceratops?
It's I think it's a new
It's
mutant.
an Aqualops. That's what
mutant
I was
dinosaur. Yeah, because the whole
Obviously.
island has different dinosaurs on it.
This is the same unicorn logic as the things my sub 6-year-old children watch.
What do you?
And so I think broadly we can be in agreement that the Jurassic Park series is better when it's being earnest than when
human
it's
stories.
than as opposed to Jurassic World, which tries to be like knowing, which is what makes it infuriating, because there's no type of movie more annoying than a dumb movie that thinks it's smart.
You need to see The Materialists, because I don't know if you'll feel that way about it, but I'm sure some
Wait,
people
are you
do.
saying there's elitist comedy in Jurassic World films?
I think they're elitists making the joke.
Yeah, Colin Trevorrow. Look at him. He's got his fucking glasses, and he's like, look at this. He's all smug. Like,
Nick is making a face right now. It really ticks me off, the face he's making.
I'm all liberal, but
He
I
does
hate women.
look very liberal in the way he's moving his face.
Like he looks like a smug fucking asshole.
Yeah, so he makes elitist jokes.
I'm gonna make a weak argument for not holding somebody's sexual politics from 20 years ago as depicted in a low budget movie against them, just because I don't like.
But it reflects
think that
in
I
what he
would
made
pass
10
that
years
standard,
ago. That's
so
the
I'm
problem.
not gonna.
And he
convey
made
that
the
onto somebody
shitty
else.
movie 16 years ago, but he made the Jurassic World 10 years ago. So, like, I mean...
No, I'm just saying that I don't know the movie Nick is talking about when he says Colin Trevorrow made this shitty movie.
I thought it was Jurassic World.
The movie
1.
before
No,
Safety Not Guaranteed.
Yeah.
I saw Safety Guaranteed and liked it. Jake Johnson's in it and Aubrey Plaza is in it.
Plaza, yeah.
And it's like, is it a time travel movie? I don't know. And it's
Spoiler.
it is a
God, I hate
movie
this
that I
fucking
guess I
guy.
don't need to watch again.
Look at this fucking guy. Look at it. He's like, look at how
Look at this
educated I
fucking
am.
guy.
Look at how elite
I
I
wear
am.
my glasses. I'm wearing glasses right now.
My fucking thick rim glasses. 'Cause
Are
I'm
you
a
mad at me
director.
for wearing glasses? I feel personally attacked.
It's not thick.
No, thick.
Yeah.
Like to make up for how thin his
Fat,
cock
juicy,
is.
and wet. My glasses aren't thick.
Look
Got
at me,
it.
and I've got some facial hair
Fucking
because
hate this guy.
because facial hair is the push-up bra for a man's face.
Oh, that's how I do.
I'm going to disclose that I have a beard as well.
You're in the picture that people would have clicked on to listen to
Yeah,
this.
so I think you're fine.
What is it? It's called.
Yes, but they might not know which one is me.
True.
That's fair, yeah.
Three of us have facial
Sure,
hair. I
except
just
me,
want to
yeah.
make it clear I am not the clean-shaven Asian one.
Yeah,
Home Base from
I cannot grow
2002.
facial hair, so you're...
A
Home
bitter
Base
ex,
is the name of the
a
movie?
bitter home base from 2002.
Home
A bitter
Base. I'm the
ex-boyfriend
clean-shaven
exacts
Asian
sweet
one.
revenge by actively pursuing a sexual relationship with his former girlfriend's mother.
All right.
Way to go, Colin.
It's a
Well,
good log line. It's
I mean,
cheap to make, I assume.
Sure, it looks cheap too. It looks as cheap as it was. Shot a fucking interlaced video.
So what are our feelings about the cast of this film?
Good.
Yeah, I thought they were
I
pretty good.
specifically like
It's a
Mexican
collection
Gerard
of people that I am glad got paid.
Yeah, everyone's
Yeah.
good, like working with the material they're given. Even if
Mahershala Ali, even if this movie were really bad, like most of the Jurassic World movies, it's not like they can make you give back the Oscars. So
The acting was not the issue I had of this movie.
yeah.
yeah.
The acting and direction is great. I'm glad Gareth Edwards delivered. You have
Yeah.
problems with the story from David Kep.
David K. Who?
It's not Co-op, it's Kep.
I just think they should not tone down. They should shrink down the story because we don't need.
Tone it down.
No, not tone it down. Like shrink down because we don't need Chris Pratt stopping a. It's not trafficking. It's like a dinosaur ring in Fallen Kingdom. Just give us personal stories about his family. Although it is kind of weird for a family to, go into dinosaur territory.
Yeah, you should know that
Yeah,
there's fucking
I
almost
probably
a sword
should
around.
take my family to this territory and this whole thing happens.
There are
That's a lapse of
50,000
logic,
ships in the sea.
But this is a kind of a scaled down story compared to
Yeah,
Jurassic
which
World.
is why I liked it.
Yeah.
It's scaled down.
The Rebirth.
Now I think like there's not much more you can do to drive like the world building anymore. Like dinosaurs exist.
Yeah.
Oh, now they're old hat. No one cares. There's nowhere else to go. They already backpedaled on the dinosaurs.
Weapons of
Are
war.
going to take. Well, I
They
don't
have
know.
to be
I don't
the
know if I want to
Give
creators
me
see
for it
that.
to be
Turek.
effective.
Like it's kind of the same problem that if you think too hard about Wayland Yutani's plan in the Alien movies, like you're trying to weaponize something that is fundamentally uncontrollable. I mean, it's kind of one of the reasons why biological disease warfare has never quite taken off the way that chemical and nuclear warfare have, which is that diseases are hard to control.
No, we should do gain of function research so that we can solve for the things we gain the function of. Make bats sick, then make dogs sick. Then when we figure out how to cure the bats, we'll cure the dogs.
I'm talking about like using disease as a weapon of mass destruction.
Yeah, and that's what again,
Like-
gain of function research could assist
Like
in creating
anthrax or the aborted Japanese plan from the
Yeah.
end of World War II, Operation
Or
Cherry
using a
Blossoms at Night.
velociraptor when you have a gun. Yeah, that's weird. Use your gun. Yeah.
use your gun to
Like,
have a velociraptor.
what more deadly weapon could there be than the Velociraptor? I mean, I don't know, a fucking fighter jet.
Well, here's
You
the
know?
thing. Like they already established here that anyone can buy. We saw a bunch of rich people buying dinosaurs.
Yeah.
Anyone could have dinosaurs. I'm gonna go off on a tangent because this goes back to what we were talking about earlier. I think it was already in the first half, but like the little clone girl did not release that many dinosaurs. They were all in a
Yeah,
fucking
so
mansion
where
in
these-
Northern
yeah,
California. So they, even if they fucked till their brains melted, they did not produce enough dinosaurs to like take over the world.
I think if you get a dinosaur, you can get the CRISPR data.
I'm talking
and
about
then,
the ones that
put
were
it out
released,
on the
though.
internet.
The ones that
Yeah,
she
but
released at the
this is
end.
why I think they introduced a third island so that we have
Exactly.
more dinosaurs.
And that's
yeah.
what I was saying earlier.
We
Like
F
these
with the DNA
dinosaurs don't have anything to do
Yeah.
with the ones that the clone girl released because that was like what 50 fucking dinosaurs.
These
So fucking
dinosaurs
what?
and pterosaurs and
Yeah.
mosasaurs.
Yeah, well,
Which, strictly speaking,
and the
I'm going to be
mosasaur-
that guy. Strictly speaking,
Uh-huh.
they are not dinosaurs.
and the mosasaurus
T-Rex.
escaped from the park. She didn't. That wasn't even her. Like, and so what? Like, is there a female mosasaurus out there? He's gonna just fucking the shit out of the female, like, and they're making a bunch of mosasaurus.
I like to think because there were two mosasauruses,
I read
Marsai, they were fucking.
there was a deleted scene that they were gonna show dinosaurs fucking in this movie.
What?
David kept
Buying
Whoa.
the Blu-ray for sure.
No, I don't think they ever
I
made
thought
it.
I thought that was where the Gigantosaurus scene was going.
Maybe it was probably tied
Yeah.
to that, but David kept said there was. I don't think they ever shot it.
There
It's
were
not
two
gonna-
bugs fucking on my straw the other day that my wife saw at the beach.
Yeah,
Right.
Like yeah,
I've
there
seen
was,
bugs fucking.
yeah, bugs
And
fucking
you just had to get home right away, right?
That could
to have sex because
Yeah.
we were inspired by bugs.
I'm not appealing enough for my own OnlyFans, but if I could just film bugs bugs fucking, that could be my OnlyFans. I just film the bugs fucking with like a macro lens, and then I just put it on.
What was your
OnlyFans.
cloning thing, Ben?
Dinosaurs. So the new island. These are dinosaurs. These have nothing to do with the dinosaurs that were released. And then like as far as like how they migrated back to the equator, that's also
that's what I'm saying.
irrelevant.
Sure, not all the dinosaurs can go to the equator, but enough of them go so that we ban them from traveling to the equator. So
And the
how does
ones
that
that
work?
don't make it die.
I can accept the ones that don't make it die, but then how is this such an issue that we have to ban people from traveling to the equator? That
Because
means
I
a
think
shit
it's only
ton
because
of
they know that
dinosaurs,
their
yeah.
islands. They're acknowledging that these islands exist. Where it's maybe a combination. Like these islands exist where they dumped these fucking mutants.
Yeah.
And
I'm sure that in a world where a non-trivial number of dinosaurs escaped into the world, there would be a significant number of poachers, people who would believe that, like, oh yeah, if we grind up T-Rex teeth, it'll make your dick bigger, you know?
yeah.
Hey, bro, do you want to know the thing that is going to make your lady happy, assuming you have one? Or if you don't, to get one, dino powder. Spread it on your dick
That
with
sounds
butter.
like a Baby Billy elixir from Righteous Gemstones. nah, right here now. I got your T-Rex teeth all ground up and make your dick big. Yeah,
You'll
that's my
smack it
baby.
against some wood. Won't be able to get that thing down once you have that dino booty in it.
$29.99 for the first bottle.
What was your cloning thing you couldn't
$20
say
after
non-spoilers?
Yeah, we gotta go back to that.
Ben, yeah, you couldn't say something about cloning.
Part of the
Also, I want to
movie.
get wings. I just want to put that out there again.
Well, what time is it close?
Okay,
We've got
okay.
midnight. They stop.
Okay,
So
so
we've got.
Yeah,
We've got-
we gotta
couldn't
end this
they
quick.
have
Or-
like presumably someone like would have the DNA of the two dinosaurs and one pterosaur. Well, actually, the one dinosaur, one mosasaur, and one pterosaur that they would need. So couldn't they just like make clones of those three creatures,
Right? Yeah, it would be easy to do
have
that.
them grow in captivity
Yeah.
as opposed to going to a very dangerous place?
Yeah, that's one.
They
argument.
needed it fast to get ahead on the R&D.
Sure.
I mean, but wouldn't it be even faster to like, hey, you're the company that has this DNA. We will pay you.
They didn't have the DNA
Yeah, but I
because, as
guess
Nick
it
said,
takes
these are
too
the
long
mutants.
to wait for a dinosaur to grow up to the right age. But they take samples from an egg, so they could have done that too. So like, yeah, they could have cloned dinosaurs.
Do you know
and
how
just-
long it takes to make an egg?
Probably long, but not longer than, I don't know, traveling to an island and then taking a needle to 3 separate dinosaurs.
It was long, but they were down to get the friction
Only
on.
one of the three creatures is strictly speaking a dinosaur.
Yeah, that's
One of them is a mosasaur.
Another pedantic thing, and I whispered this to Kyle in the theater, the Quetzalcoatlus, the pterosaur, is shown like scooping up prey in its talons. They did not have talons.
But it's a mutant.
It's a mutant. Yeah.
Yeah, I guess.
Same with the Spinosaurus. Yeah, technically it's an evolved form of from
But
three.
they were willing to change Spinosaurs from how they were in Jurassic Park 3 based on new scientific knowledge.
I mean, maybe that's a cop out.
It doesn't work for the pee-pee scene if it doesn't have the talons, so I don't know what you're trying to say.
Okay.
Did you not like the pee-pee scene?
Look, the point of it is that in the popular imagination, pterosaurs are just rocks.
Dude, it's Gryffindor, okay? Like, leave it alone.
Well, any
So here's the thing.
Yeah.
The reason why Jurassic World, like using them as weapons, is never going to be the way to go, because where do you get the human stories from that? And
Oh, I'll tell you one right now. So they drop a velociraptor in a drug dealer's compound, and it's like they laser sighted it on the drug lord so that it can only kill him, and then it fucking rips apart the drug lord in front of his daughter. The daughter grows up 17 years later.
And then what
Jurassic World, fucking ball
Bill?
for daddy. It's Jurassic World ballerina.
Yeah, but then
Done.
what happens?
No, I would've
From the
called her
world of
Kill
Jurassic
Bill.
World ballerina.
okay, but that's the cold open. What does she do when she's grown up then?
Ballerina, breaking some plates.
As what? No, it doesn't
So
work.
it's the world of
It's a revenge movie.
And
for
also it's
daddies.
the wonder.
So you've got John Wick who's riding a velociraptor, and
It's John Wick. He's not gonna need a velociraptor.
Dude, the
Here's the
Ninja
thing.
Turtles saw dinosaurs, so John Wick could ride a dinosaur.
It's the wonder factor that like everyone like subconsciously remembers from the first Jurassic Park.
Mm-hmm.
You know, they kind of managed to get close to it in this, but you're not going to get that if dinosaurs just have machine guns strapped to them.
It's for
Yeah.
daddy.
No.
Yeah, it's the earnestness thing that we're getting back to, because the Brachiosaurus scene in the first movie, like when people talk about like the magic of the movies, and when they talk romantically about, you know, it's the thing that Nicole Kidman gets into when she tells us why we come to this place.
Yeah.
It's, you know, it's Steven Spielberg, you know, who has that kind of sometimes childish earnestness in him. He seriously sits down and wonders, what would it be like? Wouldn't it be wonderful and amazing if you could see a dinosaur in the flesh? And that scene just really captures it with, you know, the way it's shot, the pioneering CGI, and of course John Williams' score, which really is, you know, it gets into that, you know, that old YTMND video. Holy fucking shit, it's a dinosaur.
Oh, yeah.
Jesus Christ, what the fuck?
Here's my argument for what you're saying, but the counter to end on. When Michael Crichton wrote Jurassic World, he wrote it from the perspective of the children. And then he had to rewrite it from the perspective of Alan.
Yeah, but the books are very different from the films.
I'm saying it's a movie for adults first. The appeal to children comes from the childlike wonder of the realities of dinosaurs being introduced to the modern world.
I would
And
argue.
also, little kids and little boys especially love dinosaurs.
Yeah, I would argue dinosaurs.
There are little girls who love dinosaurs too.
I would argue.
No.
I would argue
But-
dinosaurs are for kids. They're not serious. They're
Dinosaurs are for kids.
yeah, they're fantastical creatures.
Dinosaurs are for. We were trying to get chicken wings. Anyway,
Yeah, so I'm gonna end this segment, and what's our next debate? Do you know?
the materialist is coming.
No, the materialist
type
is
of chicken
coming
wings do you get?
before this.
Well, let's just run.
All
We'll
right.
figure it out
All
later.
right. Thanks for listening to this
He
spoiler
really wants
segment
fucking
of
wings.
Jurassic World. Yeah, we're ending it early because we gotta grab some chicken wings. Bye
The
bye.
D in D-Rex stands for Dami Mommy.
Or chicken wings. Thank you for listening. For more JK Productions, find us on Instagram at JK Productions Team and on Facebook, JK Productions MN.